Christian Brown, that is. Foul. He'll shoot free throws. 13 foul. And Reed picks up his second.
For Jokic, he's been much more effective in the mid-range against Gobert. These drives, he just has not been able to finish over the outstretched arms of Rudy Gobert.
What a first round this has been in these 2026 NBA playoffs. And tomorrow afternoon, a pair of game 4. It all started with the play-in. The play-in had some unbelievably dramatic games, and we're seeing more of that here in the first round. 11-point Minnesota lead. Brown pressures Conley. Conley's back to Dosunmu. Dosunmu, the floater's up. It's good. Jokic throws it, stolen by Conley. Conley on the drive. Gobert slapped out of bounds. And still Minnesota ball.
Well, Dosunmu continues to attack right here. Just a lot of space. Not a ton of ball pressure by Denver, and it's allowing him to turn the corner, get into gaps. Seen a number of these floaters.
Gobert, a three-pointer. Oh my goodness. This place would have exploded. Dosunmu in and out. Jokic the rebound.
They would have needed to repair this roof if Rudy Gobert made that shot.
Brown, fake, and a foul. 3 fouls on Naz Reid. Brown back to the free throw line. 6:03 remaining. Minnesota without Anthony Edwards, without Dante DiVincenzo, their starting backcourt, playing with such grit and toughness, and have a 13-point lead.
You think if he makes these 2 free throws, right, you cut it to 11. Plenty of time left. The problem is everything on this end of the floor right now is such a struggle for Denver.
They have missed, the Nuggets, 14 of their last 15 shots from the field, and for the game they're under 40%. Crowd fired up. Boy, talk about silencing a crowd over a chicken.
These people are hungry.
We're at the midway point here in the fourth. Conley, Gobert, Reed, McDaniels, and Dosunmu. Gobert hands it off. Naz Reid, 3-point launch off the mark. Jokic with his 13th rebound. He's got 20 points, 9 assists, but his team is down by a dozen. Back up top to Murray. McDaniels quickly closes. Murray finds some space and nails the 3. Tough shot from Murray. He's got 28. And a quick timeout from Chris Finch, and that cuts it to 9.
Denver Nuggets are trying to close.
Dosunmu pulls back out. Shot clock at 6. Looks for an opening. Thought about a 3. McDaniels on the drive. Shot clock winding down. Off balance jumper way off. Rebound Brown. Jamal Murray pulls back up top. Jokic. Nuggets with championship pedigree trying to come back and even the series. Ball knocked out of Jokic's hands. Hardaway, corner 3 is up. Side of the backboard, gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Murray. His 3-pointer. That won't go. Batted off the backboard. But a whistle and a foul. And we'll go the other way. Layup, no good. Gobert's tip misses. Jokic comes out of the pack. Get close to traveling. And then throws it away. The relentless defense of the Timberwolves taking its toll.
And sometimes Jokic, I think, is in too much of a hurry to advance it with the dribble in traffic. What's the rush? Secure the rebound, let the traffic clear, and then get the ball to a guard, get up, and get into your set. I don't think that was a very good decision right there. Risk-reward wasn't there.
Ball deflected out of bounds, but last touch by Randall. By the way, the Nuggets only have 8 turnovers. David Allenman's team can't afford any more. They're down 9 as we approach 4 minutes remaining.
They have 8 turnovers, but 7 of them are in the second half, where Minnesota took control of the game.
Jamal Murray, season opening, drives, falling away. Bang shot's good over Gobert. And a 30-point game for Murray. 3rd time of the series he's hit 30.
What a shot. Don't know how he found that angle over Gobert.
Highland. McDaniels makes his move, goes at Jokic. Left-handed hook shot. Can't get it to go. Brown the rebound. Nuggets with some stops now. Here comes Murray. Jokic right back. Jokic and Gobert, one-on-one. 7 on the 24. Jokic spinning, turning, leaning, flips it up, shot, no good. McDaniels the rebound. He has not scored in the fourth quarter, 0 for 4 from the field. Randall wants a screen. Now he's going to go one-on-one with Murray. Backs in, stolen by Brown. Brown in the front court, kicks it out. Cam Johnson a three. Too strong. And Dosunmu with the rebounders were under 3 minutes remaining.
And the three-point shot just has not been a part of this series for Denver on a night they desperately needed it. 6 for 25 now.
Dosunmu crossover, drives, gets inside, layup, he banks it home. And a whistle and a timeout. A playoff star.
Opportunity to play in the postseason. This is really his introduction to the NBA playoffs. And his performance so far has been so impressive.
Cam Johnson gets it. And a backcourt violation.
Randall up to 9, forcing that ball to go across half court. Cam Johnson has stepped on that line.
Dosunmu to McDaniels. Finds the foul line, jump shot well short. Randall the rebound, shot clock still moving. Down to 6. Randall wants it, has Cameron Johnson on him. Backing in, shot clock winding down. Randall across the lane, won't go. Jokic the rebound. Under 2 to play. Brown drives. Ball knocked out of bounds. Minnesota ball. The veteran Conley getting 19 important minutes with the injuries to Edwards and DiVincenzo. Dosunmu drives at Jokic. Double team, comes back, 5 on the 24. Dosunmu puts up a 3. Bang! Ayo Dosunmu does it again! A masterpiece! And a foul away from the ball. 40 brilliant minutes, 39 with the Bulls. Well, he's in the playoffs. I don't know if one of the entries was, I will be a playoff star.
He has been so impressive, Mike. Legs, you know this. Players always want to be on these stages, and we've seen it around the league. You've seen Orlando Magic, you've seen the Detroit Pistons, players making big plays, big moments.
1:20 remaining. 10-point lead. McDaniels brings it up. Conley. And Minnesota wisely taking as much time off the clock on the possessions. Brown crowding. Jokic with the foul.
Anthony Edwards' numbers in this game, and that's exactly what he has done.
McDaniels foul there by Brown. Free throws with 1:02 remaining. And a chance to increase the lead to a dozen. Minnesota missed their first free throw of the game. They've made 19 in a row since then. McDaniels is 2 for 2. No problem for McDaniels, who was one of the stars in game 3. As Reed sits down, Gobert back in. The chant of Wolves in 5 is starting. They hold on. They'll be up 3 games to 1. With the series going back to Denver. 2 big free throws there from McDaniels. They have now hit 20 consecutive from the line and 20 of 21 for the game. Make that 21 of 22. Lead back to a dozen. Murray to Johnson. Finds Jokic. Gobert crowds him, won't give up the 3. Gobert, good defense again. This time Jokic gets off the three, can't get it to fall, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay Denver ball. 45.1 remaining. They'll reset the shot clock to 14.
And this is going to be a tall task now for Denver as they get ready for a game 5, trying to figure out how to get their offense going against this Timberwolves defense.
Jokic misses. A rebound to McDaniels. The crowd celebrating. The Sumu foul by Brown. The next man up mentality. 40 points. The game of a lifetime.
Legs, what was the number we said after halftime?
40 was the number you said. Is it, like, you put a question mark. Like, is this going to be a 40-point night?
Part of it was because with Anthony Edwards out, with Dante DiVincenzo out, as the player that had it going, that had a rhythm, it was going to take a 40-point night, or it was going to take a burst from someone.
And this is the largest lead of the game. Gobert fouls Jokic. And Minnesota on the verge of going up 3-1. What a turnaround in the series. Denver so impressive of game 1. They win at home. Game 2, they start off looking so into in Denver. Dominated Thursday night in game 3. And with their starting backcourt sent back to the locker room with serious injuries, including the Achilles tear for Dante DiVincenzo.
And I don't know how many guys have scored 40 in a playoff game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, but it's a short list, and now he's on it.